Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. It is transfer deadline day and I'm just out at the moment at Trafalgar Square. If you take a look around, lovely and scenic out here. Lots of tourists milling around. Probably a place that maybe Pablo Mari might be thinking, oh, let me go and check it out. I've heard a lot about this place. Now I'm in London. Let me go to the heart of London and check out some of the sites, and maybe you might come down here and check out Trafalgar Square. A bit quiet at the moment, the fountains ain't going, but our office is round the corner. I thought I'd do it outside today. Now, transfer deadline day, what is going to happen today? What signings are going to take place? We already know, as I said, that Pablo Mari has come in, signed. Edu coming out yesterday and saying that, you know, him and Mikel Arteta are very happy to have him and have been looking at him for a little while, and he's going to perfectly suit what Arsenal are looking to do. So I think, speaking to a lot of Arsenal fans, they're very happy that we've got this guy in, even though a lot of us didn't know a lot about him until he signed. So he will be in, and he could even figure in the game against Burnley at the weekend when we take on Burnley on Sunday. But who else could be coming in today on transfer deadline day? Could it be Cedric? Now, there's been a lot of talk about Cedric Soares, of course, of Southampton. It's supposed to be a loan deal, is what we're being told. That is what Arsenal are looking to do. They said right at the start of the window that most of their deals, if they did them, would be loan deals. And what makes it seem like it will happen is a couple of things. First of all, the Southampton manager, Ralph Hasenhüttl, has basically said to Cedric and said to the public, listen, we will allow Cedric to leave this January transfer window. They know that his contract is running down. It's going to be up at the end of the season, and then he's going to be free to join any club he likes, free of charge. And of course, Southampton won't get anything. If Southampton let him go out on a loan now, they could get a loan fee of around about £1 million, with also the wages of Cedric being covered, which would probably save them around about £4 to £5 million from now till the end of the season. And for a team like Southampton, that's not to be balked at. So we know that Ralph Hasenhüttl is willing to let him leave. We also know that they've already signed a replacement for Cedric. Now, they've signed Kyle Walker-Peters from Tottenham Hotspur on loan till the end of the season. He also plays at right back, so that is the cover in that position. So it looks all set that Cedric will join Arsenal today. Of course, there can be last-minute hiccups and stuff like that, but I think we could say to ourselves that it's looking very likely that that deal could happen before the end of the January transfer window today. Now, could there be another Southampton player joining him at Arsenal? Arsenal linked today with Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. He plays for Southampton also in the midfield. Decent player, actually. We know that Arsenal seem to be looking for another sort of holding midfielder player. They've been linked with the 24-year-old Denmark international. So have Spurs as well. Spurs said to be interested in him. Available for around about £12.8 million. However, on this one, Ralph Hasenhüttl is saying no. We do not want to sell him, and he will not be leaving on transfer deadline day. That doesn't, however, stop the rumours from flying around about Højbjerg. But I do expect Højbjerg to remain a Southampton player, but he has been linked today. And then there's Emre Can. Now, we all thought that Emre Can would be heading to Borussia Dortmund, and it still could happen. Borussia Dortmund looking to take him on loan from now until the end of the season, with an option to buy Emre Can. Of course, Can currently at Juventus, German international, would fit in very well over there at Borussia Dortmund. But again, Arsenal said to be one of those teams that are interested in him. There's a lot of talk coming out of Germany that that deals in a few little bits of problems. Could Arsenal then try and swoop in and get this deal done if there are any complications on it? Again, I very much doubt it. I would expect that deal to be completed today, and for him to be going to Borussia Dortmund from Juventus on loan. But let's keep our eyes on that one. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now, we've spoken about this literally every single day of the transfer window. Still speculation around him today. I think there's going to be a lot of very relieved Arsenal fans when the window closes tonight, and hopefully Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is still at Arsenal, because today there's a report coming out of France that Aubameyang himself wants to go to Barcelona. He would like to leave and go to Barcelona. Now, listen, that's from one publication. You've also heard that Barcelona have said that they're no longer interested in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. That's been another rumour. We know that Aubameyang came out literally at the start of the window and said, listen, I'm happy at Arsenal. I'm not looking to go anywhere. We know that Mikel Arteta has said, listen, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is not leaving this window. He's a very important part of our team, a very important player for us. I do not expect Aubameyang to be leaving before the end of the window. However, you know what the rumour mill is like. That rumour is still out there today. And as I said, I think Arsenal, the football club themselves, will be relieved when the window closes, and hopefully they hang on to Aubameyang. What about this player, Yan Couto? Right at the start of the transfer window, I spoke about this kid. He's a French player. Sorry, correction, he's a Brazilian player. Yeah, Yan Couto does sound more French than Brazilian, or even Spanish. But he is Brazilian, 17 years of age, plays for a team called Coritiba over there in Brazil, and he's a right back, and we know that Arsenal have been looking at right backs. Now, Arsenal were interested in getting him in on a loan deal, said to be worth round about £4.5 million. However, we're being told today that both Barcelona and Manchester City are prepared to triple the amount of money that Arsenal will be looking to pay for him. This is more probably going to be a summer deal. It was first being spoken about as something that could happen in January, but it's probably going to be more in the summertime that this deal could happen. But it looks like Arsenal getting priced out of this one by the big boys, Man City, or should I say the big spenders, Man City and Barcelona, and it doesn't look like Yan Couto will be coming to Arsenal. However, they may have, you know, a lot of players in that right position by the end of this window. If you've got Cedric, if you've got Bellerin, and also you've got Ainsley Maitland-Niles who can cover. So it's deadline day, and I'll tell you what, it's not your normal deadline day, is it? I mean, normally on transfer and deadline day, you'd be expecting lots of activity, or hoping for at Arsenal. Speaking to Arsenal fans, they seem very relaxed in this transfer window. I mean, we haven't done a lot, have we? I mean, as I said, Pablo Mari, we bought him from Flamengo. And then there's been a lot of players that have gone out on loan. Emil Smith-Rowe going to Huddersfield. Mavropanos going to FC Nuremberg over there in Germany. Tyrese Reece-Jones, of course, he went out on loan to Lincoln City. So not a lot of players come in. A few players have gone out on loan, and it has been quite a quiet window. And I think Arsenal, they got a lot to thank Mikel Arteta for. Arteta's come in and he's really sort of steadied the ship. And also he's getting the very best out of the players that he has at his disposal. I think had Unai Emery still have been in charge, Granit Xhaka would probably have gone. There would have been a clamour to get Mustafi out. And all of those things have died down. Nobody seems to want Xhaka to be gone right now in this transfer window. He's been playing well. Nobody's been saying, you know, after the past couple of performances, let's get Mustafi out immediately. And I think that one of the things that Mikel Arteta has pulled off very well since he's come to the club is that he's got the team together. He's got a lot of togetherness. He's got a lot of respect from the fans. And the fans seem very relaxed on it. It's like the fans are looking on it and saying, right, you know what? Couple of loan signings. Let's just steady the ship. Let's have some good performances from now till the end of the season. But then in the summer, go big then. And I think that is where the board are really going to get under a lot of scrutiny. When the summer comes, we're going to be looking for some big signings to really strengthen the squad and, you know, get this team challenging again. And you know what, we discussed that in the podcast today. Make sure you check out the podcast with me and DT, All Guns Blazing podcast. That's exactly what we're discussing, more the summer. But it's going to be a quiet January transfer window, I think. Could be Cedric coming in before the end of the day, but I'd be very surprised if there are any other signings, although you never know with a January transfer window. There can be something amazing that just could come out of the blue. Remember the Nicolas Pepe signing. So keep it locked here on AFTV. We will keep you up to date with everything that happens, any signing that goes down. And we will be here doing that right throughout the day. So thanks for watching the show today. And no, we're not going to be back tomorrow. We'll be back later.